What's good, YouTube? Dustin with Uber Driver 101 here. Man, let me tell you what, Walmart pickups are definitely a toss-up in the air. I know a lot of people don't like to do them because, you know, you get groceries or whatnot, but I don't know if you can still see this guy. Maybe not now. It's storming. It's storming. It's raining. Really bad, right? But I'm still like, you know, whatever. Go ahead and get this money. I show up here at Walmart. This guy's got 3 beach cruisers, right? And I'm like, what do you want to do with those? He's like, oh, we need to load those up and go. I'm like, no. I was like, maybe I could take one, because my back seats, like the way in the back, they fold down, but the seats behind me, they don't fold down. They just slide up, so there's not any room. I'm like, nah, I can't fit them all in my van, man. He's like, yeah, you can. You're Uber. I was like, that doesn't mean I'm Superman. I can't do all that. I was like, didn't you come with a vehicle or anything? Any pre-planning or anything like that? And he was like, oh, I got a van too, but I don't want to mess it up by putting them in. I was like, oh, well, I don't want to do the same thing, sir. I was like, I don't know what to tell you on that. He's like, well, can't we just go ahead and just try to jam them in there and whatnot? And I was like, no, sir, that I can't do that at all. And he's like, why not? He's like, I'll even tip you extra. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, man, I just can't do that. I was like, it's gonna end up messing up my van as well. So then he starts, being a dick, and he's like getting real pissed off. He's like, well, I'm gonna report you to Uber for refusing my ride. And I was like, oh, really? I'm glad you told me that. I was like, cancel. I was like, you can go ahead and figure out how to do it yourself. And I was like, you know what? Poor planning on your part doesn't make an emergency on my part, okay? So please, people, remember, you can refuse any ride you want. And I went ahead and I canceled it and then sent Uber a thing anyways saying that I had a rider today that might try to report some crap on me because I wouldn't take the risk in damaging my vehicle to go ahead and load up his stuff. So, remember, guys, you just never know what you're going to run into. Not all people are jerks like this, but occasionally you will run into people like this who think that we are just their personal moving vehicles, and it doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? We transport people, maybe some kind of boxes, maybe some things now and then, but I'm not putting 3 beach cruisers that are already put together and everything, because I bought it from Walmart, to go ahead and damage my vehicle up. No, and have it rip up my upholstery and stuff. I don't think so. That's a negative Ghost Rider. But this guy was so determined on me, and then he had the nerve to tell me he had a van too and didn't want to damage his, but wanted to damage somebody else's. So those type of people, man, karma's a bitch, and it'll come around and get them. But I just wanted to let everybody know that if you go to Walmart, if you go to pick up people at Walmart, you just never know what's going to happen. And the fact of, at any time, you can refuse a ride because, hey, remember, we're independent contractors. Well, all right, everybody. I hope you go out there, you stay safe. Always check the description below for extra helpful information and tips. You keep doing your thing, making your money. Don't take shit from nobody. And Uber and Lyft on. Peace out.